Welcome back to the Elon Musk Signal channel. The Hubble Space Telescope, an icon of science for over 3 decades, has encountered a technical issue and is currently in a state of scientific pause. So, what caused the glitch? What's the current status of Hubble, and what are NASA's next plans? And can this venerable elder continue its mission of exploring the universe? Let's delve into it in today's video. Although NASA's Hubble Space Telescope ceased its scientific operations on May 24, NASA only officially announced it on Friday, May 31. Specifically, on May 24, NASA's Hubble Space Telescope automatically entered safe mode due to corrupted data from one of its 3 gyroscopes. These gyroscopes play a crucial role, aiding Hubble in precisely determining and adjusting its viewing direction. When one of these gyros provides inaccurate data, the telescope automatically switches to safe mode to prevent any potential damage, but fear not. Though it sounds serious at first, the reality isn't as dire. NASA has just issued an update on the status of the Hubble Space Telescope, and within it lies a glimmer of hope. Firstly, in their upcoming press briefing, NASA emphasizes what their officials have reiterated many times: NASA anticipates Hubble continuing to make scientific discoveries, collaborating with other observatories such as NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, throughout this decade and potentially into the next. This declaration echoes previous troubleshooting incidents with Hubble's gyroscopes, including earlier this year and late last year. The latter incident was even more complex with successive glitches, but fortunately, all were rectified. However, in those instances, NASA only needed to provide online updates rather than convene a full press briefing to update on Hubble's operational status. For this current glitch, even if the malfunctioning gyroscope can't be fixed, Hubble can still continue its universe exploration with the remaining 2 gyros. Issues with gyroscopes have plagued Hubble over the years. Hubble gyros fail over time, usually because of wear and tear of thin, less than the width of a human hair, metal wires, called flex leads that carry power in and data out of the mechanism. Hubble's flex leads pass through a thick fluid inside the gyro. Over time, the flex leads begin to corrode and can physically bend or break. During its 33-year history, Hubble has had 8 out of 22 gyros fail due to a corroded flex lead. NASA astronauts have replaced gyroscopes multiple times during servicing missions, 5 of which were conducted from December 1993 to May 2009. Among them, the first servicing effort was crucial, correcting Hubble's blurry vision, caused by a faulty main mirror. According to NASA's analysis, if only 2 gyroscopes are operational, the engineering team might keep one gyro as primary and switch the other to a backup mode. This way, if one of the primary gyros encounters trouble, the backup gyro stands ready to ensure Hubble completes its final leg of the race, NASA experts said. Once Hubble is on target, the steadiness of the telescope in 1 gyro mode is almost comparable to that of a full 3 gyro complement. In fact, in 2021 operations moved to 1 gyro mode for this steady on-target pointing period when Hubble collects science data because one of the 3 remaining gyros can produce significant noise in its output signal. The gyro used during this phase is not the one with significant noise, according to Hubble project manager Patrick Krauss from NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center. As shared on space.com, the telescope is expected to return to operations in a new mode around mid-June. Barring any unforeseen issues, Hubble could still function for a considerable time. Krauss stated, "We have updated our assessment of the gyroscope reliability, assuming the current malfunctioning gyro does not recover. The forecast indicates there's still more than a 70% chance that the Hubble Space Telescope will continue to operate with at least 1 gyroscope until 2035. So, we do not consider Hubble to be in the end stage of its mission. However, operating with 1 gyro will impose certain limitations on Hubble's operations. For instance, the time it takes to switch between scientific targets will be longer, potentially resulting in about a 12% reduction in observation scheduling efficiency. Additionally, the flexibility in observing areas across the sky will be restricted. The telescope won't be able to track targets moving closer to Earth than Mars, although such targets haven't been a frequent focus of Hubble in recent years. Nevertheless, regardless of the remaining gyro's operational status, scientists believe the Hubble Space Telescope may cease operations around the mid to late 2030s. Earth's atmospheric drag is gradually pulling Hubble from its orbit about 515 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Eventually, the telescope may re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and burn up, the cessation of operations will entail two options: either bringing Hubble back into Earth's atmosphere on a controlled trajectory or pushing it into a higher orbit, or it can safely retire for several decades. If re-entering the atmosphere, much of Hubble will burn up like other spacecraft, but its large size means some fragments will likely survive. Certainly, these remnants will be cherished as worthy artifacts. NASA has explored methods to postpone this demise, including proposing the use of SpaceX's Crew Dragon spacecraft to push Hubble into a higher orbit. However, no specific plans have been implemented yet. After evaluating the existing commercial options, NASA has decided not to pursue the plan to boost Hubble into a higher orbit for now. As for the possibility of direct repairs in orbit like astronauts did in the early years of its operation, it remains uncertain. Looking back to the late 90s and early 2000s, brave NASA astronauts ventured into Earth's orbit to service the Hubble Space Telescope, installing upgrades and refurbishments. The fourth and fifth servicing missions were part of that effort. Imagine a zero-gravity repair shop dedicated to the Cosmic Observatory, where astronauts perform tasks just outside the realm of space. Arguably the most famous Hubble servicing mission occurred shortly after its launch. Initial scientific data sent to Earth seemed flawed. Simply put, Hubble's images were blurry due to scientists inadvertently installing a faulty mirror. But, no worries, declared NASA, dispatching astronauts into space to make necessary adjustments. In the vast expanse of space, recently, billionaire Jared Isaacman, renowned in commercial aerospace for sponsoring the all-civilian Inspiration 4 flight and the upcoming Polaris Dawn project, has attempted to revive the idea of directly repairing the Hubble Space Telescope. However, this idea remains unrealized, and its feasibility in the future is uncertain. However, speculating too much is the enemy of optimism. Theoretically, anything is possible. We'll soon learn more about Hubble's fate, and perhaps it's best to wait until concrete information arises before worrying. Moreover, overall, Hubble continues diligently capturing breathtaking cosmic images as if nothing has happened. In fact, recently, a new star portrait emerged, and Hubble contributed to this masterpiece. It depicts a stunning image of a young star with a comet-like tail, pulling its material. Despite temporary setbacks, NASA scientists remain confident that Hubble will continue to make great discoveries throughout this decade and possibly into the next. To achieve that, Hubble will collaborate with other observatories, notably NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, bringing immense benefits to humanity. Launched in 1990, Hubble has been observed the cosmos for over 3 decades and recently celebrated its 34th year of operation. Let's explore more of Hubble's greatest scientific achievements. Thank you for watching the entire video. Please leave your comments about today's video. We eagerly await constructive feedback from you all. Don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with interesting information. Goodbye and see you in the next video.